Yo, what up, what up, what up? So whoever's watching this, do you think I'll be wearing these shades to be cool, or do I have a lazy eye? Do I have a lazy eye? Nah, I don't got a lazy eye. Or does the blue light affect me from the computer? It's the latter. This is a little insight. I don't wear these shades to be cool. I'm always wearing something in front of these cameras, but that's not the point here. Okay. I just came on here to vent, not really talk about people. It's just about this life shit. Like this during the past week, I just learned a lot about myself, bro. And the certain things I gotta change, which is how I not really how I approach things. I gotta change how I listen to my first mind. My first mind, when I run into somebody, I could just run into you right now, meet you. Yo, what's good? What's good? I have this thing, right? I have to meet the person first. It's not, yo, I watch you on TV. It's not the fake shit. It's, I gotta meet you, feel your energy in my presence. I already know what you about from the first conversation I meet you. From the first conversation we have, maybe it extends to fourth, fifth. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to get to know you for a week. I don't know. But it's rare that it has to go that long. When I first see you, I know what you on soon as I meet you. This might sound shocking. I don't have a whole bunch of people that watches my videos, at least not the podcast thing as of right now. We still working. We still working. But like when certain things happen within a friendship, a relationship, an association, a business opportunity, if it goes good, if it goes left, if it goes right, my first mind already knew that right when I first meet you, right when you put up the offer, right when you suggest it. I don't know what power that is, but I got it. And that's one thing I gotta change. I need to listen to that first mind a lot more. My first mind tells me a lot that's gonna happen. It's like it's like being gifted a foresight of some sort. You're gifted a foresight. Like, look, this is how this relationship will flourish. This is how it would end. It don't show me what's gonna happen in the middle though. It never tells me what's gonna happen in the middle. The middle is up to me to find out during that journey I take up with this individual that I choose to add into my circle, or trying to add into my circle, or this chick that I like, or this person that I want to shake hands with, that would hang out with. Yo, for the past, I want to say 10 plus, nah, it's longer than that. It has to be set. I have a friend group. Right? That we have been friends for at least 15 to 17 years, bro. It's a long time. Right? It's so long that I might be off. I might be undershooting how long we've been friends. One guy lives in Baltimore. Another guy lives in New York still. Two other guys live in Connecticut or wherever they live at. One other guy lives somewhere else. One other guy lives in Texas. Yo, we've been playing the video game. We've been shooting the shit. We've been hitting the Discord. We've been, and only two, maybe two of these people I've met in real life. Two of these people. Two of these people. We met over the game. We met over shooting the shit on Xbox, shooting the shit on the party in the Xbox party chat, talking shit, talking about life, talking about girls, talking about this, talking about just talking, right? Even with my special ability to know how things is gonna go on a energy to energy level, when I'm seeing you, talking to you, feeling your energy, these type of cats, two cats, observed them. I was already talking with two people. I met their energy. They introduced me to them. I never seen them. Oh, well, I did see them, but I seen them on, on the internet. We meet up, we chop it up on a game. Never met them in real life. 17 years, 17 plus years, 20 plus years. Crazy. But you see, the thing is, right? When it comes to just sharing some your energy with somebody over the talk, over the game, there's way less of a chance to things to get complicated. The chances of things getting complicated, the chances of that happening is way lesser. There isn't too many interactions with third parties. There isn't too many interactions with, yo, just other people occupying the space that y'all create together when y'all in y'all bubble. When you meeting people in real life, especially me, when I'm meeting somebody in real life, bro, when I meet them, I know what time it is, bro. But it's not, I don't get the full description of what it is. It's not. Because with me, I got to know all the ingredients of the cake before I bake it. I'm one of those. I don't just listen to my first mind and just be like, yo, fuck this person. Let me not talk to him. I'm curious at heart still. So I'm still going to be like, yo, damn, this dude cool to me. You know what I'm saying? Let's chop it up. Let's kick it. Oh, not kick it. I ain't kicking it no more with none of these niggas. None of them. But, oh, yo, let's chop. I see you at work. We dab up. We talk about, politics. We talk about life. We talk about, what girls we see. We talk about what movie we watch, get into intellectual conversations, get into debates. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? When you start, that's another thing that I'm going to change. If I meet you in a professional setting, like, yo, work or anything like that, especially women, like, if we work at the same areas, we work in the same business company, I'm going to be a lot more cautious with just being close with people. It's not really worth it. Things get complex. People don't state their intention. I state my intention at all times with anybody I'm with, especially women. Yo, this is what it is. This is what I want. Bang. Accept it or not. We end up being cool. We end up being cool. But I don't know how everybody. Listen, that's another thing that I need to start doing. Everybody don't operate like me. Everybody don't think things in the context level. I look at shit from the DNA foundation context content level. When you're telling me something about an issue, a problem, Yo, I got a problem with this. I got a problem with that. All right, let's dissect it. I be trying to dissect it, and I dissect shit fast in my head. I can't expect how I think in a such a high level of analytics onto somebody else. I gotta stop doing that. Before I turn 34 in 2 months, I gotta stop doing that. I'm also a person that has no filter. A lot of people that's watching it, if they do watch it, who knows? I don't know. I have no filter, bro. Like, I curse a lot. I talk a lot of shit. I don't, my feelings aren't on my sleeve. I don't keep my feelings on my sleeve. My feelings are beneath a Kevlar vest and two guns. You say, hey, yo, what you mean by that? A Kevlar vest and two guns? I'm saying, for me to show any type of feelings, you have to have broken through a lot of barriers to get through. I'm sure there's people out there that's like that as well. I was on Twitter, right? I'm on Twitter, and I'm on Twitter, and they talking about the only child syndrome. I seen a tweet talking about the only child syndrome. Basically, if you got an only child syndrome, from what I saw, is you don't like to give up your secrets. You don't like to share too much about yourself. You don't like to get too, yo, let me just give this person the bag and the whole information on me. Everything I told you guys on this internet is all surface level. With the only child syndrome, when you out here meeting chicks, when you out here mingling and meeting chicks, the longer you get to know them, the more they're gonna want you to reveal yourself to them. It could be feelings, it could be about your life, your childhood. It's definitely gonna be about sensitive things. This is my problem. When it gets sensitive, because I don't trust nobody. The only person I probably trust is my mother. That's it. When it gets about sensitive subjects, I think not once, not twice, not even three times about it. I think more than that about giving up information like that, because I understand humans, and I'm not innocent of this, but humans tend to use sensitive information as weapons. Humans tend to use sensitive information as weapons. Look, I ain't gonna say that I ain't never did that. Shit, I recently did that. To be honest, um, I'll never lie on you. I'll never lie on you. But if we talking about a me to me and you mano y mano thing, see, I wouldn't spread information to a third party about what your sensitive information is. But if the sensitive information got some content throughout this context that we're having a disagreement about, I'm probably gonna use it. Not to be malicious, but to make a point, to prove a point, to set an example. Maybe it's wrong. I don't know. I don't know if it's right or wrong. We gotta live this life how we live it, bro. Cause for the people that know me in real life, when I debate with people, I'm trying to talk the truth and speak facts. This is another thing that I have to learn. Everybody don't like the truth. Everybody don't like facts if it don't agree with them. Everybody takes the truth. Most people take the truth as disrespect. I take disrespect as disrespect. Disrespect is calling me out my name, trying to shoot shots at my ego. Because everybody got one. Everybody act like their ego ain't a big part of their life. Everybody has an ego. The thing is, with me, I have good conversations with my ego. I have dinner with my ego. I kick shit with my ego. I have disagreements with him. We fight a lot. Guess what? That's my that's my guy. Everybody hasn't had dinner with the ego. Everybody hasn't really talked to the ego. Sometimes I would talk to him and be like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I be so frank with him. Yo, I really don't like people. Ego will look at me and be like, yo, you know what? Me neither. What's the point? Yo, ego, you really selfish, bro. And I'll be like, you know what? You right. I'll be like, yo, ego, why this person think they could play with you? You know what type of real damage you could do to this person? I look at ego like, nah, we ain't doing that. I know what you capable of, but we ain't doing that. We gotta still have a good reputation out here in these streets. Look at me and be like, I don't really fuck with that, but I understand. I have complete control over him. Sometimes there's days that I don't want to have control. I was like, yo, just let this motherfucker go loose. I want him to destroy shit, flip tables, sweep tables, pour all the juice out the fridge, dump it on the floor. Sometimes it gets to that point where I just, yo, let him go. Whatever happens, happens. Just let him go. And people get hurt by this. And I understand that right when I'm getting mad or about to, I think clearly throughout the whole situation about me. Oh, my thoughts about how it affects the other person happens afterwards. It's like, damn, I didn't have to say 100% of the truth right there. I could have kept it 50. I could have kept it 65 maybe. But sometimes you gotta show your teeth. You gotta be like, yo, you can't play with me like this. So let me make sure you don't play with somebody else like this. And that be my thing. I need things to be fair across the board. You played, so let me make sure you don't ever play like this again. And my special weapon is the truth. My special weapon is how I analyze, break things down, notice subtle details. There's no detail that I can't see. There's this famous quote that I heard. I don't know who I said it. Who said this? There is no whisper I can't see, and there is no whisper I can't hear, and there's no room I can't read. There's no whisper I can't hear, and there's no room I can't read. Listen, that's how analytical, that's how, I don't know where I get it from. When I walk into a room, my eyes get to the scanning. I start scanning, seeing things. Notice some minor details and things. Notice the energy of this person. Notice how mad this person is and how they swinging their arms, talking to somebody. Everything in the room, I see, I could tell it, I could feel it. I don't know what that is. I might even have times where I could tell I have a little bit of foresight on the future with certain things. Like, yo, I know this is about to happen, so let me prepare. Let me look. Let me watch this. And I'll have 3 or 4 different conclusions in my head. If this goes this way, then this will happen. If this goes this way, then that'll happen. If that goes that way, then this will happen. And then happen. And I do this lightning speed. That's how fast I do this thing. This special ability that I have. So when people that I know encounter this how I analyze things, I get told that I overanalyze. I get told that I'm thinking too much about it. But the thing that I think about when I present the argument, I be 100%, maybe 90% accurate on what I said. Now you could say, Pat, do you think you're judgmental when you see somebody or you run into a room? What I do isn't a judgment. What I do is an analysis. Okay? It's different. If I'm wrong on the analysis, I won't even mention what I was analyzing. But something in my gut told me, yo, keep an eye on that. Yo, keep watching that. Yo, that motherfucker moving kind of weird. Yo, go back and check this. Yo, oh no, don't ever look over there. Yo, nah, don't overstep your bounds. Let them walk. Let them walk to where the dead bodies are. Nah, that's how fast my brain operates when I'm reading people. I'm an only child, so as far as my mom's side, right? I'm in a protective state of mind in every room I walk in because it be only me. Yes, I hung around with cousins. I had a favorite cousin. I was at my grandmother's house with nieces, nephews, cousins. But when I went back to my mom's house and I had my PlayStation, it was me in there. I turned the light off and I went to sleep. Turned the TV off, went to sleep by myself in my room. I had to walk to school by myself. High school. Yo, you walk into school dolo. It's just me. No brother. Had to make friends. Had to learn how to communicate. Had to learn how to read the room. You will be amazed how fast and how good you are at reading the room when it's a defensive maneuver. It's a protective instinct. You gotta know how to read the room. You gotta know how to protect yourself. Your mind, your brain, your eyes, everything will know how to adapt. Then you go through things. You go through betrayal. You trusted this person that wasn't your brother, that wasn't your blood. You're an only child. You trusted this person. He betrays you, stabbed you on your back. That changes your whole life and it increases every single defensive ability that you have, every single analytical ability that you gain through your process of living has now double, triple, tenfolded because of one betrayal. Super analytical because of it. Every person that you're around, you got to make an assessment of who they are as time goes. You got to make that assessment. You got to have a little cabinet in your head of every single incident. I'm going to have a cabinet. That's me. I'm going to have a file on you in my head stored in a very secure place of every single incident. every single uh time when I had to be like, yo, what was that? Let me take note of that. I'll be taking notes. I'm an only child, bro. Everybody I meet outside my circle, I'm taking notes on them. I take notes on people that I know that's blood, nigga. Yo, word, he said that. I ain't like how he did that. Let me take a note of that. And I don't gotta react to it. You don't gotta react to it. Ever. But you gotta take notes. My notes are very detailed. I probably should have been an FBI detective, but we went and we went through life and went through a certain path that, my analytical skills might not be taken advantage of in the most lucrative way. But that's it, man. I don't even know what this podcast was about. I just had to come and vent. I just had to come and vent on this shit. Like, I don't want to talk about no current events. Politics is boring. It's not really boring, but it's like, all right, what Trump did again. All right, all right, all right. What who's the next person? That's what Candace Owens did. All right, okay. What this celebrity did. All right. It's like, nigga, my life. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. Like, I do that shit just to get some views on the count, just to get some SEO. I don't know how this shit gonna do on the SEO. This shit might get one view. Who knows? But yeah, I just came on here to vent, man. I'm out of here.